Hey, are you here? Where yet? Welcome. It's the Paul Leslie Hour. We got a real treat for you today. We're honored to welcome legendary singer and songwriter Aaron Neville to the show, whether solo or on one of his timeless duets or with the Neville Brothers. There's no doubt Aaron Neville's music has affected your heart. His book, Tell It Like It Is, My Story, is out now from Hachette Books. We've got Aaron Neville coming right up, but please remember, subscribe to Paul Leslie's YouTube channel and don't forget to ring the bell, ding ding. If you're feeling extra kind, like it and leave a comment. We thank you and love you. And now it's time for Aaron Neville. Let's go.
Shall we begin?
Anytime.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is a great pleasure to be joined by one of the greatest singers and recording artists in American music, Aaron Neville. He has a new book out. I'm actually going to grab it right now. Tell It Like It Is, which I just finished reading last night. What a great book. And thank you so much for being with us.
It's a pleasure.
One of the things I like about the book is you go into your early years and you really give us a picture of what New Orleans was like. What does New Orleans mean to you?
Well, New Orleans raised me. I couldn't think of growing up anywhere else. It was like the perfect place. Even with all the, crazy stuff that went down, it was still the best place I could think of to be raised.
What would you say your most vivid memories of music that you heard growing up would be?
Well, my brother Art with his Duet group, and he worked at a record shop, so he'd bring all the great records home. Sonny Tiller and the Oreos, and Clyde McPhatter, Billy Ward and the Dominoes, and the Clovers was one of his favorite groups. But music was everywhere. Music when you're born and when you die.
One of the things I also like about the book is you go through all of the hardships, everything, to present the picture of the whole of a man. What is something that you would have liked to have known when you were younger that you know now?
That it was stupid to get my tattoo on my face and to delve into drugs. That was like a hell of a journey,
Yeah.
But then again, I say it took who I was and where I come from to make me who I am. So I can have compassion for people in different situations in the world.
Was there any reluctance when you were writing this book? Was there ever times where you thought, maybe that's something I want to leave out? Because the book seems... No doubt?
No, it's Tell It Like It Is. Like in the Neville Brothers book, I didn't tell everything, but so, because the writer, David Ritz, was asking most of the same questions to each one of us, but this one was me telling it like it is and like it was. And the writer, Beth Adelman, the first thing she said was, Aaron, I want the book to be in your words. But that's what she done, put it in my words.
Who did you write the book for?
For me and family and fans and for the world. I believe that's why I was preserved all these years through all of the, what I went through in the book. But I'm here at 82, so hey. And I didn't want anybody else to write the book that didn't. I was there for every page, I was there every incident.
Was there anything that you learned about yourself as a result of writing this book?
No, I knew it all. It was all there in my reverie. You know, that's a word I heard in the song Stardust in my reverie. I guess you mean your memories. So, no, it was all there.
Well, speaking of Stardust, I've been listening, obviously, to a lot of Aaron Neville lately, knowing that I would be doing this interview. And something that I've always been impressed by is your ability to sing the old time standards, the kind of things that Sinatra or Nat King Cole or these other people would sing. What do those old songs mean to you?
They were like part of my life, they were part of my musical growth and have those heroes like Nat King Cole, Clyde McPhatter, and Billy Ward and the Dominoes, and all the doo-woppers. You can hear doo-wop in everything I do, really.
Definitely. A lot of people have said that you are the greatest singer, one of the greatest. Who would you say are the greatest singers?
Well, I idolize people like Clyde McPhatter, Jackie Wilson, Marvin Gaye, Nat King Cole, Curtis Mayfield, and the Flamingos, all those guys. And I was friends with Pookie, Hudson, and the Spaniels that did the Good Night, Sweetheart. And my brother Art was my first inspiration.
There's a quote on the back of the book that I really like from Linda Ronstadt. She says, "When Aaron Neville sings, he is the mightiest of archangels." And there have been a lot of, compliments that you've gotten through the years. There's one I wanted to read. This is from Bob Dylan. Aaron is one of the world's greatest singers, a figure of rugged power, built like a tank, but has the most angelic singing voice. Has there been a compliment that meant the most to you?
Well, those two you just read.
Not too bad, huh?
No, not at all. Bob Dylan and the great Linda Ronstadt. She's my singing partner. I mean, I've sang with other people, but she was like also an angel.
Yeah. Has there ever been anybody that you always wanted to sing a duet with, but you never did?
Maybe Clyde McPhatter. Wait a minute. Clyde McPhatter, Nat King Cole, Frank Sinatra.
A good list. Do you ever hear from Bob Dylan these days?
Only on Facebook. Probably wish each other happy birthday or something like that.
I wanted to talk a little bit about Jimmy Buffett. He was the beginning of this show. Our very first broadcast was courtesy of him. You sang on his album Hot Water, and you also recorded his song La Vie Dansante. Do you have a memory of Jimmy Buffett? He just passed away, as you know. Do you have a memory or a story that you could share with us?
Well, he also produced the album on the Brothers. My brother Art was married at his house down in Key West to his wife Jenny and to his last wife Lorraine. So Jimmy Buffett was like one of our brothers.
What kind of guy was Jimmy?
Just every time I seen him, he was smiling. He always had a smile. So he was cool. He never did show ego or anything like that. He was always down to earth.
Definitely a man who loved New Orleans, that's for sure.
Yeah, he at a club, Margaritaville.
Right. And a Saints fan.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. One of the things I like about the book is you bring us from all the way in the beginning into the present time. And it's very important to be in the present. And tell us about your life today. What's the best thing about your life today?
Peace, tranquility, joy, I think about, I could have been a member of the 27 Club, but God saw fit for me to get past all of that. You know about the 27 Club, right?
What is the 27 Club?
Wait a minute. All the different artists that died at age 27.
Oh,
Starting with, I had it. Brian Jones, Kurt Cobain, Jimi Hendrix, Jim Morrison, Janis Joplin, Amy Winehouse, Jean Michael Basquiat, Anton, I didn't know Anton Yelchin, but that's 6 of them anyway. Probably was a lot more that, we don't know because they wasn't famous.
right. Do you think it was some kind of a divine thing that has kept you with us to this very day?
Most definitely. If you read in the book, I talk about feeling God walking with me through the bowels of hell. I was doing stupid things, but I prayed. My mom embedded that in me, the prayer, and so my favorite prayer is "Footprints in the Sand." You know that prayer?
I don't know that prayer.
Well, the guy said one day he was had a dream that he was walking on the beach with the Lord, and he noticed in the most trying times he only seen one set of footprints, and he asked God why. I said, "That's the times I was carrying you.
Hmm.
I know each time you carried me a whole lot."
Wow.
And I always felt in my voice. When I sang, it was like a prayer. Like Saint Augustine said, "He who sings prays twice."
Huh. That's quite a thing. Have you gotten any reactions from the book that especially knocked you out?
Not just everything I read. People so far, everybody liked it that has read it, and it joined me on my roller coaster life because it was definitely a roller coaster.
What would you say is the best thing about the life that you have?
I'm still here through hell and damnation, all in between.
People have all these different definitions of you, a singer, a recording artist, a Grammy Award winner. We see the Grammys behind you. How would you define Aaron Neville?
I'm just a singer. That's been one, like my brother Art said, when I was a baby in the crib, I'd go, until I fell asleep. So I guess I was trying to sing then.
I always like to end the interview by giving the guest the stage, so to speak. For anybody who's joining us, watching or listening, what would you say to all the folks who are tuned in?
Get a copy of this book and join me on my journey. It was, like I said, a roller coaster. I mean, I've read it like about 5 times, and each time I go through the same emotions. It's like I laugh or cry, all in between.
So here's the book, Tell It Like It Is, Aaron Neville, My Story. Mr. Neville, thank you so much for spending time with us. It's a great pleasure. I have long dreamed of having this interview.
I appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
And
All
I
right.
enjoyed it.
I enjoyed talking to you. All right. Well, thank you so much.
Well, you stay well, stay safe in this world.
You as well. God bless.
God bless.
We thank you and appreciate you dropping in for the Paul Leslie Hour today. You know, you can help the Paul Leslie Hour in our mission to provide independent media content like this by visiting www.thepaulleslie.com/support. We truly thank you. This is your announcer speaking. Performance of The Entertainer intro song and Corina outro song, courtesy of John Primorano. Well, that's it for today. So until next time, be safe and be good.